Well, there's one day of the year where Bangkok's expat community all comes together, and this is it. It's the annual Ploenchit Fair, and it's a great day out for the whole family. When it comes to expat traditions, this is one of the most famous and long-standing in Thailand. The first Ploenchit Fair was held in the grounds of the British Embassy in 1957, and over the years it has moved to various locations until its base today, the grounds of Bangkok Patana International School. Run by the British Community in Thailand Foundation for the Needy, under the auspices of the British Embassy, it has raised millions of baht for the nation's needy. For decades, fair organiser Carolyn Tarrant has tirelessly pulled the event together. Those efforts saw her awarded an MBE in 1994 for her philanthropic contributions to the community. This year the fair opened with the usual pomp and ceremony, along with a visit from former Prime Minister Abhisit, who often attended the event as a boy.
Come in.
Also on hand to help out for the day, Britain's ambassador to Thailand.
Well, I mean, just go around and look at the variety that you've got there, and a lot of people volunteering, and it's all in a very good cause, and it's all thanks to Carolyn here, who is unstoppable every year.
Absolutely tireless.
Yeah. So we're very grateful to her and to everybody who volunteers, and it's a symbol of the UK in Thailand, and it's a symbol of volunteering and cooperation between two countries.
Any favourite booth for you here?
Well,
today?
I mean, had I got a bit more time, I'm sure I'd queue up to get some of the great bargains they've got at Tesco's, or Boots. I've already been and got some stuff. But I think as well as the British companies, it's the organisations as well, the schools. We've got the British Women's Group, who you're just next door to here. Everybody takes part. So it's from the sort of the charities, the organisations, schools, the companies, everything. It's just a great cross-section of people coming together.
Now, Carolyn, obviously great to see it's not raining.
Thank goodness.
She was doing a lot of, I don't know what she's been doing, but
They're
I think
having
she's told me
complaints
to
now
fix.
that it's too hot.
It's one or the other, isn't it?
It's super weather for a fun fair. It's super weather for a fun fair, and it's a super fair this year.
It's a great fair. It looks huge this year. Is it bigger than usual?
Slightly, I've readjusted some of it, changed some of the stalls, moved the market area. So I think they're happier together down there, and we have a good stage display this afternoon. Good bands coming.
So obviously it takes a lot of energy. You've still got the energy to do this year after year, and you still love it?
Seem to. I think it gets the adrenaline moving. Yeah,
I think it does.
I absolutely, many times we've done this before. I love Ploenchit Fair. So the day of the fair is, after all the work, the day of the fair is a relax and enjoy everything day.
Walk around and meet all the old friends. It's quite often, they're all here, aren't they?
It's quite amazing.
Then it was time to enjoy all the fun and colour of the fair. So what do you love about the Ploenchit Fair?
I love that I can spend time with my friends there, and I can, there's tons of games for us to do. There's lots of food, which is great, and just some time to spend, with each other. I think it's great.
So another Ploenchit Fair, and here we are again.
I know, it comes around faster and faster every year. I don't know what's happening. In the past it was every year, and now it's about every 3.5 months. Feels like that anyway, yeah.
So what do you love about the fair?
I love the fact that you spend the entire day catching up with people you haven't seen all year, and then you spend the entire day trying to avoid all those people that you unfortunately did see all year. But also you get to buy early Christmas and New Year gifts. You get to drink all day without having to worry about between the hours of 2 and 5. And in fact, it opens at 10, and you can always have your first drink at 10 o'clock.
I guess you really find out how big the expat community is when you head to an event like this, don't you?
Yes, that's right. But also the fact that it's a charity too. I mean, we're having so much fun with a fair like this, and everything that you buy and goes towards charity. So of course that makes it so much better. But yes, it's interesting how many foreigners come out of the woodwork or the lemongrass trees, plants in Bangkok every year for the Ploenchit Fair.
There were all the British favourites, fish and chips, Indian curries, Christmas decorations, a chance to meet Santa, and plenty of homemade cakes and goodies on hand. So Sarah, always a great booth. Tell me a little bit about the history here of the British ladies.
For many, many, many years now, the British Women's Group have been hosting Ye Old Tarts Shop, as we like to call it. And it's immensely popular. We have our members who bake goods for the day, and then we collect donations from around the Bangkok hotels. And this year, they've been incredibly generous. So as you can see, we have an amazing spread. And because it's just before Christmas, we really like to try and have a lot of Christmas goods. So there's sausage rolls and the mince pies and things like that. So of course you can't buy those things so easily here in Bangkok. So everybody comes to the stall to stock up for Christmas. So it's great.
What do you love about the Ploenchit Fair?
You know, I think the thing I love about the Ploenchit Fair is that it's such a community spirit. So, and what's lovely is the expat community really that comes together to do something really, really good for the needy of Thailand. Now, the BCTFN, they're a fantastic organisation. They raise a lot of money today, and we're very proud to be part of that organisation. So it's just a wonderful day out. There's something for everybody. There's something for the kids. When the beer tent's open, there's something for dad and mum and the music. So it's just a wonderful atmosphere. So it's really fantastic. It's a coming together of the whole expat community, I think. So it's wonderful. We enjoy it very much.
Many of the game booths were operated by Thailand's international schools, and there was plenty of friendly rivalry. So what have you got here today?
We've got 10-pin bowling, and the kids can have 3 goes, try and get a strike. If they get a strike, they get a nice prize, like a teddy bear or something like that. But if they're unlucky, then they get a lollipop or something like that, consolation prize. So,
what do you like about the Ploenchit Fair?
oh, it's absolutely brilliant. It's like going to a British country fair where you've got all the stalls and the villagers all get together. It's got that kind of feel about it, a real sort of community atmosphere. I think for Bangkok, it's very rarely you get that kind of atmosphere, especially amongst the expat community. So it's I enjoy it. I love it, and all the the other stalls are fun too.
Peter, your first Ploenchit Fair, what's your impression?
Oh, it's an amazing spectacle, it really is. I mean, there are boys and girls from all sorts of different schools and clubs, there are adults from all sorts of walks of life here doing some incredible things, and obviously making a huge amount of money for charity. It's great fun. It's really hot, but it's really exciting, and there's a really positive atmosphere here. Everybody's trying to make as much money as they can. It's such a worthy cause, and the people who've organised this event are just inspiring. They've been doing it now for nearly 30 years, and it's incredible to see how many people are just prepared to give up an awful lot of time to make it ready. And then, as you can see, it's absolutely packed today.
The fair also overflows with Thai visitors who remember their international school days or want a taste of pre-Christmas fun with a foreign flavour. Our reporter Nancy went for a walk to discover more.
Hello everyone, I am Nancy and I will be with you throughout the Ploenchit Fair, so follow me for a lot of fun. I saw this beautiful lady having her French fries right now. Where are you from?
I'm from Singapore.
Singapore. Is this your first time in Thailand?
Yeah.
So how did you hear about the Ploenchit Fair?
Okay, my daughter, they are actually from Patana. Yeah, so I get to know about the Ploenchit Fair, and I heard that they have fantastic fair here. Yeah, that's why I'm here.
Right. And half of the profits would go to the charity. How do you feel about this?
I think everything goes to a good cause, which is why I'm here. Yes.
Right. Thank you so much for your time and have fun.
Thank you.
So, what are you doing here today?
Well, we're helping out and we want to sell as many raffle tickets as we can to make all the charities get as much money as they can.
How do you feel about helping the needy people in Thailand? Because, this is the whole part of it is about helping people. How do you feel about that?
This is something we've done year on year. The nice thing about it is we actually get to see the results because we get involved in what happens afterwards, and it really is a nice thing to do, and we actually feel really good doing it.
The best thing about Ploenchit Fair is that part of the profits go to the charity to help the needy people in Thailand. And for me, that is very special and very important. So I'm glad to be here today and I'm having a lot of fun. So I hope to see you next year. สวัสดีค่ะ
area